Previously on Tasty Bites Timeless Travels.
This is the Star of the Seas Shakedown Cruise. This is a 3-night cruise to nowhere. Exciting news at lunch. They decided we are going to stop by Coco Cay tomorrow for a few hours. And there is Coco Cay coming into view. The Celebrity Beyond's here. I thought there was I didn't realize it was supposed to be here. I thought it was 2 royal ships today, but I guess not. What's always interesting is that Coco Cay is here, and then if you pan over here, it's going to be NCL's island, but you can see their pier being built kind of off in the distance. I will say, so yes, the cruise to nowhere has become a cruise to somewhere at least, so that's always fun.
Indeed.
But also what's interesting is I don't think all the times we've been out to Coco Cay, I don't think I've ever seen a sailing into Coco Cay because you always get there so early.
This is correct.
You know?
Again, with the Celebrity Beyond over here, and I had to ask Em how we getting in, and she's explaining that we're going to back in, which is fascinating to me. Yeah. We've never seen it because we're usually sleeping.
Yeah, or at breakfast or...
So right now it is 4:26 Eastern Standard Time. The captain had announced that he expects...
It's the cruise director. It's not the captain on these.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Aren't they all the same? No, I'm kidding. They're not. That the gangway will go down at 5 p.m. and all aboard will be at 7:30 p.m. So everybody, and you leave and you got to get back on time. And then tomorrow we sail back to Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
Tonight, actually.
But yes, before we talk about the depressiveness of tomorrow, we still have tonight.
Oh, dear God. Yeah.
So I think we've decided not to get off at Coco Cay. And even when the cruise director was talking about it in the announcement of we were coming up on the island, he was like, "Thrill water park is free. Take advantage." Thrill water park is something we would never pay for, and we really, really did talk about getting off. But we're older. We're older peeps. No one knows if the little complimentary shuttles and trolleys are running because this was added onto everything. They don't typically have the island open this late at night. Yeah. So it will take us 30 minutes just to walk to the water park. So I don't see us spending probably half our time on Coco Cay just walking to and fro. So
To and fro.
To and fro, yeah.
To and fro.
So I think we've nixed the getting off at Coco Cay idea, at least for us. But I can't wait to hear what people say about a couple of hours on the island.
Right, I agree. And I think a lot of folks are really thankful that this was a nice little surprise. Again, yesterday we talked about trying the wave pool, but you know what? Again, she's saying it's going to take too long to walk there back and forth, and there's only one food venue that's open as well. Yeah. So, and that is what the
Snack Shack, the one that's in the water park. It's not all of them throughout the island.
Yeah. So it should be interesting. But the music's pumping, and people are happy,
and they're ready to go.
They are ready to go to perfect evening.
Yeah, Coco Cay. Yeah. So no, not for us though. But I can't wait to hear what people. You know what? It's funny is we've talked to people, and it seems like the older folks, a lot of them are the casino folks like us. They're like, we're not gonna get off. So I think it's just a stark difference. But to give you guys an idea of how crowded the island's gonna be, this ship, I think they said there's 4,700 people on it, thereabouts. That number's ranged a few hundred, but 4,700 came out of the cruise director's mouth during a Make-A-Wish auction they had. So I'm going with 4,700. So 4,700 people on Coco Cay is not a lot of people on Coco Cay, so they should pretty much have the run of the gamut.
Yep, and then some of the crew, I guess, will get off like they usually do.
For support, yeah, because the bars will be open, and the one Snack Shack inside the Thrill Water Park, and Captain Jack's is open too, but I don't know if they're serving food or if it's just the bar and music portion of it.
And he also said the Oasis pool will be open for people.
Yeah, that's cool. And Hideaway's open also, but we would spend the entire time walking all the way back to Hideaway and back. So,
but no trams. No, I'm all about convenience, and I just hit another 10,000 steps. So for the past 3 days,
We are going over, I don't know. Yesterday was 6.7 miles. The day before was almost 7 miles.
We've never walked so much on a cruise. And the ship has a good flow, but it's very spread out.
Yeah, and I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired. And because it's so new, the carpeting is so cushy. So you kind of bounce, but taking your suitcases down the hallway,
it's not as forgiving as it would an older ship with an older set of carpeting, perhaps. But we a great time so far, and we're gonna watch the folks get off, and then we're gonna grab something to eat, and then continue packing, and then get ready for the Caribbean
evening
dance party.
Yeah, maybe I can convince you to see the Back to the Future. At least start it and see what it's like.
Oh dear. Okay.
And in case anyone was wondering, because of what happened on the slides on Icon the other day, this water park has been open for the most part. I think the first day one set of slides was not open, so I'm assuming it was the ones that were tied to the Icon slide that broke.
Yeah.
But Thrill Island Water Park for the ship has been open all 2 days. So
Right there.
yeah, we're actually right beside it. That's why it's so loud out.
Yep, says Thrill Island. Look at that.
So
Thrills and chills for
right.
all you daredevils out there. Not for me.
yeah. All right, well, let's finish watching the full end of Coco Cay and get our evening started.
All right, talk to y'all soon.
We decided to walk back to the hideaway section of the ship to get a better view of the back end for Coco Cay. Yep. So we're walking through the water park, and there's no one at the water park now. I'm assuming most of these lifeguards are going to have to go off to do the lifeguard for the water park. Yeah, hold on. Check out the view going into Coco Cay. I'm telling you, I've never seen a sailing this way. Also, this hideaway pool music is jamming.
It's jamming. I cannot hear a thing.
Oh my goodness gracious, but people are pumped and having a great time.
Yeah.
We are pulled into Coco Cay. Celebrity Beyond has now left. Everybody's just waiting for that Perfect Day at Coco Cay song. And let me tell you, it cleared out quick. Check out the view of Coco Cay from the back. That's beautiful. So I do think a lot of people are going to get off. What about you?
I think so. I think especially a lot of first timers. I'm sure they'll eat dinner when they come back, or they'll eat out there at the snack shack. But a lot of folks are looking forward to it. And again, it is have to be paid if you were on a cruise, like I don't say normal cruise.
Yeah, on a regular sailing.
Right, on a regular sailing, it was like $100 and something bucks.
Yeah, but let me tell you, the water park and the pool both cleared out as soon as we got docked.
Yes.
So, and people are going down to wait on the gangway. So
Yes.
we should have a quiet ship to us for a couple hours.
I think so.
All right, well, let's go. I think we're gonna kick our evening off how we always do, with dinner. I literally got back to the room just in time for them to play the Coco Cay music. So they said 5:30. It's 5:12. They were pretty on point at the time. So that's 2 hours and 15 minutes on Coco Cay. I still don't think it would be worth it for me and see. C keeps telling me if I really want to go see the water park, go ahead and go, but I don't know. It's just a wave pool. But I don't know. It's a beautiful view from the balcony. Check it out. Yeah, look at how nice the view is from the balcony. I like it for this Coco Cay day or evening. The gangways are now open for Coco Cay. So they keep saying perfect day at Coco Cay. I like the perfect evening at Coco Cay, to be honest.
Perfect evening.
Yeah.
Perfect late afternoon, early evening.
Yeah.
So the folks got what, 2 hours to enjoy?
Yeah, 2 hours and 15 minutes is what I figured out.
So I think it's cool that they went forth the opportunity. I myself, I'm tired. I'm too lazy. My ankles are swollen. I've just got old lady syndrome. That's all that is.
Let me tell you, this ship is designed for families, and I totally get that. This is where the Oasis, or the Icon class ships, and Oasis for that matter, this is where Royal's been going, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
And I think if we were to do a vacation with, we don't have any kids, but I have a niece and a nephew, and I've said it before, there's 7 great nieces and nephews between the two of them. I think if we were doing a big family vacay, this would be phenomenal. But we're back like what it is for Wonder for just the two of us. I don't know. I like our room locale though, but I don't know. It's a lot of walking. This is like one of those old school, like, you know how you have to get in shape for a Disney vacation a lot of times? Like a lot of people, like in the olden days, back in my day, when you would read a book of how to visit Disney World before the internet got really big.
Steve Birnbaum.
Yeah, and bombers and all that stuff. They would talk about endurance at Disney World, and like some of the books would even go into like how to build up your child's stamina to handle a day at Disney World, because this is back before blogs and all that stuff. I feel like if you're gonna do an icon class ship, stamina, because everything it's spread out, obviously, because everything, it's big venues, big venues. So we've done, I think we've averaged 5 to 6 miles a day for the 3 days that we've been on the ship. And
Almost one day was 7.
yeah, that's why I said average.
Oh, average.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
And
my math's terrible.
but today's not even over yet.
Oh
So
my God, I'm dying already.
I can only imagine if we actually went out to Coco Cay, how much we would end up walking. So
Well, my helicopter never arrived to take us there. So, I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait, but I'm sure they took some other celebrity people.
yeah, but
Obviously, I'm just kidding. We don't have a helicopter.
but I don't know. So now we're really gonna get our evening started with dinner. But it was just comical that they started the Coco Cay song right when we walked into the room. All right, let's go get something to eat.
I'm going to put my feet up first.
All right.
Then eat. See you guys in a bit.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, tonight is Caribbean night here at Windjammers. So I got a little Caribbean and a little American. Let's see what I got. So for Caribbean, I have 1 garlic shrimp, which I don't really think is Caribbean, but it's on the Caribbean menu in the main dining room. And then I got some oxtail stew, and I got some balsamic rice, and some rice and beans, then some grilled asparagus, and a Jamaican dumpling. But then I also got a cheeseburger and fries. Now, I think I've eaten more French fries on this trip than I ever have with the Royal Caribbean. These are different fries. I don't know if they've changed vendors or what the deal is. But they are really good. They're not quite at the McDonald's level, but they're delicious, and I have been enjoying them. All right, and C has got a hot dog, some plantains,
Yes.
roasted red peppers,
Yes.
and some garlic shrimp also.
No, this is plain shrimp.
Oh, plain shrimp, excuse me. And
We
then
have 1 garlic shrimp
just
here,
1 garlic shrimp.
1 Brussels sprout
Oh, Brussels sprout. Where'd you get the Brussels sprout?
in the back by the Asian section.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And 1 roasted rolled eggplant with couscous, and I added some vegan marinara.
Oh, okay, looking good. That vegan eggplant is actually the vegan dish on the main dining room menu tonight. Also, Windjammers about the same as we've seen it every night for dinner, so I don't know how many people actually got off today. Guess we'll find out with how busy everything else is. All right, C went and got a beautiful little Caribbean chicken salad with mango. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what this is going to taste like, but it does look pretty. What's hiding in the back, you ask? Oh, that's her usual shrimp cocktail. You know, she loves her shrimp cocktail. And it's in a bowl.
I'm so boring.
Makes it interesting. All right, for dessert this evening, I've never seen this at Windjammer, but they had a little funnel cake station, so I got funnel cake with caramel and whipped cream. Now, I've never seen this at Windjammer, but they do have funnel cake on Coco Cay, so I don't know if this is special because we ended up at Coco Cay, or this is a thing that they do. But even on Wonder, I never saw funnel cake. But I like a good funnel cake, so let's enjoy. All right. We made it to the preview of Back to the Future. That's why we're blue. It's the lighting in here. They also have one of these roaming spotlights. And it's pretty awful when it flashes.
Somebody call my agent. I didn't sign up for this. Here.
Oh, goodness. But we're hoping during the actual show it's not this bad. We left the room at 8 o'clock for the 8:30 show. And we're still docked at Coco Cay, but
It's 8:15, right?
the bottom was pretty packed, so we're up on the balcony.
Sorry, guys.
And we're blue. We're all kinds of blue.
Wait. You light up my life.
I was actually thinking that song. You're blue, bada beat up, ba.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
You have. You just don't have realized it.
Oh.
But looks like it's going to be a cool show. So I don't know how much we're allowed to film, but I'll at least film the title screen. And then from there, we'll see what happens. We are calling it a night, and we are calling it the end of our 3 nights here on the Star of the Seas. As far as the evening goes, dinner was pretty good. The oxtail stew, I must have gone up at the wrong time, because when we were leaving, there was people that had like big chunks of oxtail, and I just kind of had like little like bits and pieces of it, but it was really, really good. Funnel cake was excellent. So another solid Windjammer buffet. And then what did we do? We came back to the room to finish packing. C-packed, and I have yet to pack a thing. But this sounds really weird, but they've had the movies on for free. And
I just want to let everybody know I survived. I had a blast. Bye.
Okay. But they've had the movies and stuff that you typically pay for. They've had them for free, and somehow we got involved in watching the 3rd season of White Lotus this trip, which I know sounds weird, but like I said, the activity schedule's just been so weirdly off that we would have these dead periods of time, or times that we wanted to rest so we could do the nighttime activities because they look so much better that we got caught up in the 3rd season of White Lotus. But we did make the Back to the Future preview. First off, the guy that wrote it is on the ship with us. So that was the guy that wrote all the trilogy, I believe. Bill, whatever his last name is.
Bob Gale, Big Gale.
I don't know. But he's on the cruise with us, so that was pretty amazing. Yeah. As far as the actual show goes, first off, you cannot do any recording, any photography, and they said that will be for the entire run on this ship, not just for this cruise, next cruise, or any cruise. It's every cruise. But I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future. I'm an 80s baby. This is nothing against Royal, but the musical does take some liberties, which the musical has to take some liberties because it's got to fit in all these new songs. So it does alter a few things in the storyline, which was baffling to me on some of the things they altered. It was just okay for me, and it could just be because I love the original movie so much that maybe I just wasn't digging it as a musical, but the production value was excellent. So it's a live orchestra, and something that was really neat is for the playbill you scan, they have a QR code kind of on the screen. You can scan it, and it brings up the entire playbill and like who's in the orchestra and who the singers are and all the stories and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool, but man, let me tell you though, first off, seats were hard to find. We ended up sitting in the balcony, which we prefer to sit in the balcony, believe it or not. And there was this light. And, you know, they do these lights for the ambiance. And you saw it. We were blue in this, that, and the other. I feel like that light was broken because even, like, when the show started, you could see all the other lights had turned off. And you could see that was, like, the brightest light of all time. So I feel like they need to fix that light because that was miserable sitting there. The people around us, everyone was like shielding their eyes or they would move. And it caused us to end up sitting somewhere where we didn't really like trying to avoid this light that could not be avoided. So that was... Are you coming in with something else? C does not want to be in the outro, but yet she wants to be in the outro.
I have never seen any of the Back to Future movies.
Which is baffling. Is that not baffling? I find that baffling.
So I had no opinion, but I felt the production was too long. It was close to 2 hours, I think, and when people eventually got out. Mm-hmm. And also, I felt like it was a cross between...
Well, it started late.
It did start. Well, it started at 8:40. It was a cross between Grease, the musical, and I don't know, beauty school dropout lady singing. I don't know, but it just wasn't my shtick. It's pretty. The Lamborghini thing was
beautiful. It's beautiful how they do the
really
it's
realistic.
DeLorean. It's not Lamborghini.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I don't even know what the heck I'm looking at. But anyway.
He makes a time. And let me tell you, the guy that's playing George McFly does the laugh perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Perfectly. The people behind us were like enthralled with it.
But that light was ridiculous.
The light was ridiculous.
Okay, I'm going to say one more thing. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Okay, it's time to cut her off.
Good night. I'm not even drinking.
I know. but the quality was excellent. It was just between never seeing Back to the Future and me just being too big of an enthusiast. I think it just wasn't our thing, but it was long. I think when they do Mamma Mia, I think they have an intermission. I don't know. They didn't have an intermission, and it ran a little long by accident too, because they're still getting some things together. So you could tell there were some points where they were kind of waiting for something to happen that hadn't happened yet. So, yeah, but it's still real good. Like, solid performance, just wasn't our thing. And then, but what made it so terrible is we ended up leaving a little bit early because it was starting to run really long. And so we needed to get out and stretch our legs. And we wanted to go to the Caribbean party really, really bad because it ran over into the Caribbean party. So we go out into the promenade and there's nobody there. And they're trying to start the Caribbean party with, like, basically no one. There's a table at Giovanni's that was really into it. And it was really kind of sad. We were sitting at Sorrento's. I got a slice of pizza. And we were sitting at Sorrento's. And then all of a sudden, the comedy club gets out. So the promenade gets a little bit busier. And then a minute after that, the ice skating show gets out. So the promenade gets a little bit busier upon that. And then Back to the Future finally gets out. And then it's packed. So I don't think that was the intention with the day, but the Stop in Coco Cay did have the entertainment calendar. Just a little bit of wonkadoodle. And I think that's what caused it. Hopefully that's not a regular to have 3 major things going on at the start of one of the parties. That doesn't make any sense. But that was the day. Great conga line. If you want to know how long the ship is, just ask C. She joined it, and the conga line went from one end. And she was not the only one. There was a lot of people that were congaed out before they could ever make it back the other way around. So great into the cruise, though. So tomorrow is debarkation day, and we will give our final thoughts. And then if there's anything I haven't shown, I'll show it. That I happen to have on tape. And then that's it. So make sure you hit that notification button, like, subscribe, and all that fun social stuff to hear our final thoughts on our Star of the Seas Shakedown cruise, and follow us on to our next adventure. Have a great night. Bye!